Welcome to RK Tutorials. In this tutorial, I will explain the concept of insertion sort. Later, I will write C program in Turbo C environment and I will show the output. I will take one array to explain this insertion sort. Let that array is having 5 elements. So my n is equal to 5. Let the elements of the array are 12, 14, 20, 16 and 4. My interest is to arrange these elements in ascending order. How will be done by using insertion sort. So first I will start with the outer loop. This is the first outer loop, starts with I is equal to 1. That means the first element is compared with the previous elements. I am not touching 2, 3, 4 elements. Only first element will be compared with the previous element. Now the logic behind this insertion sort is this. First I will take temp is equal to a of I. Now here I is equal to 1. So my temp is equal to a of I means a of 1, that is 40. For j is equal to I minus 1. What is I minus 1? I minus 1 means 0. J is equal to 0. So this is the case. For j is equal to 0 and this is the condition to be satisfied to execute the loop. What is the condition? The condition is j must be greater than or equal to 0. In this case my j is equal to 0. So this is true and it is logical and symbol. So both the conditions must true. Then only this loop, these statements will execute. Otherwise it will come out of the loop and the further program will be executed. What is the other condition? A of j must be greater than temp. What is a of j? My j is equal to 0. So a of j, that is a of 0 is equal to 12. So 12 must be greater than temp. Temp means 40. Whether 12 is greater than 40? Wrong. So this statement will not execute it and it will come out of the loop. What it is saying? A of j plus 1 is equal to temp. What is j plus 1? J plus 1 means already my j is 0. So a of 1 is equal to 40. That means without any change, the same array will be continued after the first iteration. Next I will take I is equal to 2. So before entering into I is equal to 2, this is my initial position of the array. Now my I is equal to 2, j starts from j is equal to I minus, means j is equal to 1, starts with 1. Let us see the condition. J must be greater than or equal to 0. This condition is satisfied. And what about a of j? That is a of 1 greater than temp. What is my temp in this case? Temp is equal to a of 2. A of 2 means 20. So a of j must be greater than temp. This is the condition. What is a of j? J is equal to 1. So a of 1, that is 14, is greater than 20. This fails. So this will not execute and it will come out of the loop. Then a of j plus 1. What is my j? J is equal to 1. So a of 2 is equal to 10. That is equal to 20. And there ends the loop. So here also there is no change. Next, go to the third iteration. So in the third iteration, my I is equal to 3. So temp is equal to a of 3. So this number I am storing in a temporary variable. Temp is equal to 60. For j is equal to I minus 1. So I is equal to 3. So first it starts with 2. My search is only for the 16. That means this 16 will be verified with the previous elements only. That's why I am not touching this row. So this will be fixed. I am not touching this. Now, how to proceed? J is equal to I minus 1 means j is equal to 2. J, the condition to be satisfied. What is the condition to be satisfied here? J must be greater than or equal to 0. This is true. And a of j must be greater than temp. What is a of j? In this case, j is equal to 2. A of j means 20. 20 is greater than temp 16. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, this statement will be executed. What is the statement? A of j plus 1 is equal to j. That is a of j plus 1 means 3. A of 3 is equal to a of j. J means 2. That is 20. That means this place is occupied by this 20. My 16 is in the temporary variable. Still it is there, temporary variable. Next, so it will go back and j will be decremented here because it is j minus minus. Then my j becomes 1 now. Let us see the condition. J must be greater than or equal to 0. The condition is true. What about the other condition? A of j means 1. 14 is greater than temp. Temp is equal to 16. This condition fails. Since this condition is fails, it will not execute and it will come to this point. What it says? A of j plus 1. J means 1, so it becomes 2. A of 2 is equal to temp means 16. So what I did literally, since I compared this 16 with the previous elements and it is placed in the correct position. Placed in the correct position. Next, I will go to the last iteration, that is I is equal to 4. That means my temporary variable temp is equal to a of 4 means 4. This 4 will be verified with all the previous elements and will be placed in the correct position. How it will be placed? So let us go to this for loop. J starts from j is equal to I minus 1 means j is equal to 3 at the initial step. Let us see the condition. At j is equal to 3, j is greater than 0. This condition is satisfied. And what about a of j is greater than temp? What is a of j? A of 3. A of j is nothing but a of 3. 20 is greater than 4. This condition is satisfied. That means a of j plus 1 is equal to a of j. What is a of j plus 1? A of j plus 1 means 4. A of 4 is equal to a of j means a of 3. That means a of 4 is equal to a of 4 is equal to a of 3. A of 3 means 20. So what I did? I just moved this 20 to this location. Then j will be further decrement now. J becomes 2. Since j is equal to 2, this is fixed. I am not touching this because I am comparing with the previous elements only. For j is equal to 2, j is greater than 0. This condition is satisfied. And then a of j, that is a of 2. A of 2 is equal to 16. Whether it is greater than temp, that is 4. Is it condition is right? Right. Then what is to be done? A of j plus 1. A of j plus 1. J plus 1 means 3 is equal to a of j. A of j means 16. That means have moved this 16 to this location. Similarly, at j is equal to 1. J is equal to 1. So j greater than or equal to 0, this condition is satisfied. A of j is greater than temp. That means a of j means a of 1, 14. Whether 14 is greater than temp, that is 4. Yes, this condition is true. In such case, what we need to do? A of j plus 1, that is a of 2, is equal to a of j, that is 14. So the 14 will occupy this position. Next, j is equal to 0. So j greater than or equal to 0. This condition is satisfies. Then a of j greater than temp. What is a of j now? 12. whether this 12 is greater than temp. 12 is greater than temp. Temp means 4. Yes, the condition is true. So then I will say a plus j plus 1 is equal to a of j. That means a of 1 is equal to 12. So this will occupy this position. Next, j becomes minus 1. J becomes minus 1 and this condition is fails and it will come to this statement. What is this? A of j plus 1. A of j plus 1. J is minus 1. Now j plus 1 becomes 1 should be equals to 4 and this is my final answer. So in this, each element will be compared with the previous elements and it will be located in the correct position. Now I will write this program in the Turbo C environment and let us see how we will get the output. Now I will write this insertion sort in Turbo C environment. Let me save my file name. Let me save my file with the file name insert.c. Say OK. Let me start my program with hash include stdio.h, hash include stdlib.h, hash include conio.h, void main. Let us initialize our variables. I am considering an array of 20 size. We will take some variables I, j, then temp, and if any other variable is required, then we will come back to this initialization. Let me clear my output screen. First, let me ask the user how many number of elements. Enter the number of let it be inputted to the variable n. So n is not declared. I am declaring here n. Let us take the elements into the array. Since it is array, I need to use for loop to take the values. That means all the elements now we have taken into an array. Now let us start the sorting of the array. For that, I am writing the outer loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. First I will take the temporary variable temp is equal to a of I. Next I will write the inner loop. Now the inner loop starts with I minus 1. J is equal to I minus 1. The condition is j greater than or equal to 0. Logical and a of j greater than temp. In order to run the loop, both the conditions must be satisfied. Then j should be decremented. Now if this condition is satisfied, what we need to do? A of j plus 1 is equal to a of j. Once again, a of j plus 1 is equal to 10. That closes my file. This is the main program for the sorting algorithm. Now let us print the sorted array. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Printf %d slash tab comma a of I. Let me use one command, get char, to see my output clearly. Let us run the program. It is typed as n. Include printf sorted array is. Okay, so this is my program. Let me run my program. There are no errors. It is completely free from errors. Now let 7 elements, and the elements are 12, 5, 18, 25, 2, 16, and then 31. So it is arranged in a sorted way: 2, 5, 12, 16, 18, 25, and 31.